Hey Marie, how are you? I saw that you were out all week. Where were you? Did you take a trip or something? I bet you took a trip with your family. Am I right? Where did you go, if I may ask? Was it overseas, maybe? Did you bring back any souvenirs? Oh, I wonder what it could be. Come on, Marie, where was your trip to? You can tell me. Oh, hello, Sandra. You're getting a bit ahead of yourself as usual. I just went with the family to visit my husband's parents over in Sanford, that's all, so no souvenirs, sorry. It was just your boring visit to Grandpa and Grandma's house. We just sat around at home and relaxed, not sightseeing or anything. Really not much to see around there except wheat fields. Oh, really? Oh, that's no fun. It's almost Thanksgiving weekend and you went to visit your grandparents, huh? Yeah, Thanksgiving weekend we plan to visit my folks over on the East Coast. It's a bit further, so we'll stay a little longer. It's a hassle because both of us want to stay longer. We have to share our time wisely. Oh, yeah. Hey, you said your husband lives over in Sanford, right? Isn't there a big amusement park over there? Yeah, but it's like an hour's drive over there, and I heard it gets pretty crowded on the weekends. I envy you so much. You get to go all over the place. I was thinking of taking the kids there, but my folks are pretty old. They would rather relax at home. We had neighbors over for a barbecue. That was about it. Oh, really? What a waste. I heard that place was really fun, like Disneyland. A real missed opportunity. You were all there. You really should have popped over and enjoyed yourselves. The kids would have had a blast. That's why you don't have any souvenirs, huh? What a bummer. I was expecting a little something. Oh well, you sure put a damper on that. Yeah, alright. Okay, no souvenir for me means nothing for you when I come back from my Hawaii vacation. Sorry. Now we're even, right? I was planning on buying a whole bunch of neat stuff. Oh well, you really missed out, Marie. You're taking a vacation? You're going to Hawaii? Yep, that's right. This is my first time, so I'm so excited. We're leaving tomorrow, as a matter of fact. Oh, I get it now. So this is what it's all about, huh? You just wanted to tell me? Of course I wanted to tell you. What do you mean by that anyway? Nothing. Wow, how nice. Oh, sorry, Sandra. I just remembered I have to get dinner ready for the kids. I really have to go. I'm so sorry to cut this short, but we'll talk again later, I promise. Talk to you again. Bye. Yeah, okay. Bye. Hey, Sandra, are you there? Please reply. This is important. It's about your son, Kenny. He's sitting on your back porch crying his eyes out. I can see him from my kitchen window. What's going on? Did he lock himself out or something? Isn't anybody home? He seems so upset. It's getting really cold outside, so you better get him inside. I heard it was going to snow tonight. Are you even home, Sandra? I may have to go over there, you know. He's gonna freeze out there. You better get him inside right away. Huh? Relax, would you? What are you all upset about, Marie? Hey, Sandra, finally! It's freezing outside. I heard it's gonna snow later. Let him inside, the poor kid. Oh, you're talking about Kenny, right? Yeah, well, I left him out there on purpose. Pardon me? On purpose? What are you saying? What was I supposed to do? He was screaming and going on like a little monster. He insisted that I take him to Hawaii with me. Can you believe the little brat? I was going to be late catching the flight to Hawaii, so I had no other choice but to leave him out there on the porch. I mean, what else was I supposed to do, for God's sake? Anyways, I left him with that big down jacket. He'll be fine. Wait, are you saying you're not even home? Yeah, that's right. I'm in the airport limo now, heading to the airport. Almost at the terminal, as a matter of fact. But I suppose I kind of expected he would act this way. And I knew you would be in the kitchen and probably be looking toward our house right about this time. That's right, I've been monitoring you, Marie. The whole thing went just the way I planned. You planned this? What are you even talking about? I knew you'd be looking out your window. You always prepare lunch about now, and you have a clear view from that window. I knew you would see him. I had him wear that big red down jacket just in case. Worked, huh? So take care of Kenny for me while I enjoy some sun, would you? Sure would appreciate it. I'm going to be in Hawaii for a week, and I don't want to be bothered. I need some quiet time for myself with no interruptions. So I'm going to shut off my phone the whole time I'm here, just so you know. Okay then, I'm off to paradise. Take care of little Kenny for me while I'm gone, okay? Bye. Aloha. Hey, Sandra, don't know when you're going to see this since you said you were shutting off your phone. I've retrieved Kenny from the back porch and brought him over to our house. He was freezing, you know. That was no down jacket, just a red windbreaker. What were you thinking? He's fine now, but it could have been serious if I hadn't seen him. Reply when you see this, and I mean ASAP. No reply probably means your little vacation has started and you won't see this until next week. Probably sitting on the beach about now. But you're going to see this sooner or later. I can't just let you off the hook. It doesn't feel right to just let this go. So I'm going to leave a long message for you. What the hell is wrong with you, Sandra? I believe your husband is currently assigned overseas, right? He comes back once or twice a year or something? I remember you griping about that after our PTA meeting. You wouldn't shut up about it. Who the hell did you go to Hawaii with anyway? Was this one of those solo trips? I know it's just you and your son, but I really can't understand why you would leave your son all alone to go off to Hawaii for a week. And you leave your kid out on the porch in the freezing cold with only a thin windbreaker? How could you do that? What if I wasn't home that day? He would have been out there all night. This could have ended badly, you know? Did you even think that far? How can you even call yourself a mother? Are you just disguised as a mother, but in reality you're some evil monster? I talked to my husband about it, and he may be able to contact your husband overseas. When your husband returns, I'll return Kenny to his dad. So when you get back, contact him and work the rest out yourselves. That's all I have to say. Enjoy the rest of your vacation, Sandra. Looks like you haven't even turned your phone on yet. I guess you're keeping your word about no interruptions. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to give you a daily update about your husband. We contacted him last night, and apparently he hopped on a plane right away. He's scheduled to be back later this afternoon. Just so you know, I'll be over there when he arrives, and you can be sure I will tell him every last detail about this situation. Honestly speaking, what you did was totally inexcusable. And after I do that, we leave for my parents' home and won't be back for a few days. So even if you contact me about Kenny, I won't be able to help you out. You're just going to have to contact your husband and talk it over with him. Just don't rely on me to help. Oh, and one more thing. It seems you're not only ignoring my messages, but your husband's as well. But you know what, Sandra? Maybe people already know why you went to Hawaii. And maybe who you went with. Or maybe even details about this guy. Address and phone number, maybe? You may be pretty surprised how much everyone knows. I bet some preparations are being made. But what do I know, right? Anyways, have fun, and hope all this was worth it. Hello there, Marie. How was your week? I just arrived back from Hawaii. I had such a wonderful time. I brought so many souvenirs. The luggage weighs a ton. I'm glad I have rollers on this suitcase. Had the guy loaded onto the van and off again. I better give him a big tip when we arrive back at the house. Oh yeah, and how is little Kenny? Tell him I got him a super nice gift. He's going to love it. I really don't know how to thank you for taking care of my son this entire week. I hope he wasn't a burden on you. I'll stop by and pick him up after I return. But I have to tell you, Marie, it is so nice having such a considerate and useful person living right next door. I don't know what I would have done if you weren't here, Marie. Thanks so much for this. I hope I can count on you again in the future. I bet Kenny likes it over there. Maybe he doesn't even want to return. And I heard your cooking was pretty good too, always standing in the kitchen like a good housewife. Oh, I almost forgot. Remember when I said I would not get you a souvenir because of that last time? You remember that, right? Well, I'm keeping my word. No souvenir for you, Marie. Sorry, and eye for an eye, right? I wasn't expecting one, so don't worry about it. Oh, there you are, Marie. I was wondering when you were going to answer. You're acting a bit high and mighty. Do I sense a tinge of jealousy, perhaps? Just because you babysat my kid for a week, aren't you being a little lordy? Babysit? Your son's not over here. I'm not looking after him. Pardon me, are you saying he's not over there at your place? What I'm saying is that even if you come over now to pick him up, he's not here. Hold on a second. You saw him on the porch, then took him in, and you've been looking after him the whole week, right? I mean, come on, Marie. You found him sitting out there on the porch. And as you know, my husband is working overseas and only comes back once or twice a year. You're the one who found him, and you're supposed to be our neighbor, for God's sake. You have a responsibility to take care of him. I'm starting to see the picture. I figured as much. When you were in Hawaii, I sent a daily report of what was going on, but you had your phone shut off. And it seems you haven't even looked through your past messages. No, I never read past messages. What's that got to do with anything? I would just ask you to open up Line and check your messages for the past week, and you'll get a better understanding of what I'm talking about. If you take a good hard look at it, you'll see that it's probably not only me, but I'm guessing there are a bunch of messages from your husband and your parents. Yeah, well, it just seems like such a nuisance to have to answer back every time, so I just shut it off and enjoyed my time in Hawaii. You'd do the same. That's where you're wrong. I am way more responsible than you. You'd rather ignore all your messages and have a jolly old time than worry about your kid or your family. I hope all of it was worth it. What are you going on and on about? Was Kenny a pain in the butt or something? Don't take it out on me, Marie. Just look at your darn messages, would you? You'll know what I'm going on and on about. All right already, you don't have to get all irritated for Pete's sake. What the hell has gotten into you? What the hell is this, Marie? How the hell did this happen? How the hell did you get in touch with my husband? He's working overseas. Who told you his contact info? I certainly didn't. When you guys moved in next door, my husband was already assigned overseas. You only met him a handful of times. Did someone in the neighborhood tell you? I bet it was Miss Bennett down the street. She was always asking about my husband. Well, what you didn't know was that my husband had business dealings with your husband. They met on occasion. Business dealings? They worked together before? You never told me that. Yeah, there was some business project they worked on together about a year ago. He mentioned the company and where he was stationed, so it wasn't very hard to track him down. Are you serious? They know each other? Yep, I really thought you knew. Don't you guys talk much? Guess you figured nobody knew your husband, huh? That's why you felt safe about going to Hawaii all alone. Or was it? Anyway, your actions were despicable. You do realize that, don't you? Excuse me? How could you say that? Come on, Sandra, think about it. You put your own kid in danger. He could have frozen to death that day. What if I wasn't home and nobody found him? My God, I hate to even think about it. If someone had called the police, you could have been charged, you know? Did that thought ever cross your mind? Call the police? Are you serious? Why would anybody call the police? You make me sound like a criminal. You're lucky that there was no need for such a drastic measure. We took Kenny in, he was a bit shaken, but he was fine, and we were also able to contact your husband, so... But if the police were called, there could have been consequences. You could have been charged with a crime. To put a young child in danger like that? What were you thinking? You're kidding me, right? Oh yeah, and your husband? He said he was contemplating divorce. I would talk to him right away, Sandra. He was furious. That guy you went to Hawaii with? Yes, we all know all about this guy. Apparently, he's your boyfriend, wasn't he? The way I see it, I think you're going to have a pretty difficult time getting custody of Kenny. Sure looks like your husband holds all the winning cards. He wants a divorce and he wants custody? How was I supposed to know it would all get overblown like this? It was just a short little vacation for Pete's sake. What am I gonna do? Kind of late to be worrying about that, wouldn't you say? Hey, Marie, are you there? Please pick up. Where did my husband and Kenny go? You must know. You have to tell me. Come on. Are they at a neighbor's house? Down at Miss Bennett's place, maybe? Is that where they are? I just walked in the door and all our stuff is gone. The place is cleaned out. Where did they go? I went over to your place too and nobody's there either. Where is everyone, for God's sake? I asked Mrs. Simpson across the street and she wouldn't tell me anything. Just shrugged her shoulders. I bet she knows. Did you tell her to keep her mouth shut? I just found the divorce papers and photos showing us on the beach in Hawaii. Who took these photos anyway? Did my husband hire a private investigator? There's also a business card here for some divorce lawyer. Why? How did he find out? Why didn't you just look the other way, Marie? Not only that, my boyfriend contacted me. Apparently my husband called him and told him that I was married. He wasn't supposed to know. He just sent me a line. He wants nothing more to do with me. We had such a romantic time in Hawaii. He said he loved me, and then he drops me just like that? Was that all a lie? I can't believe this is happening to me. Where did it all go wrong? I don't want to split up with my husband. What am I going to do all alone from now on? I want my boyfriend back. After I got that line message, she evidently headed over to her parents' place, who live about an hour's drive away. I guess she's living with them now. After about a month, I heard that the divorce was finally settled. Just as I expected, her husband was granted full custody of Kenny, and she was obligated to pay a considerable amount as compensation. I also heard she had to pay the boyfriend a certain amount too. The poor guy thought she was single and was even thinking of marrying her down the line. I don't blame him for demanding compensation. With child support and compensation for both her husband and the boyfriend, I heard she was like $100,000 or more in debt. A neighbor who knows her pretty well told me that she's living with her folks and working every day to pay off that debt. At least she has somewhere to go. I bet her folks never expected to take care of their daughter again. She apparently regrets what she did and is trying to make up for it. I suppose it's a little too late for that. Anyway, she won't be going on any vacations to Hawaii anytime soon.
Hello, Kenyo. Thanks for your hard work today. You received your salary for last month today, right?
Oh, hi, Tina. Yep, I got my salary.
Like we promised, you can't just deposit from your bank account without telling me now that we're living together, alright? You only need 100 euros per month of allowance, right? Let me take care of your salary and all our other finances from now on.
Alright.
What, are you unsatisfied or something? Why? You don't trust me to take care of your salary for you or something?
No, it's not that I don't trust you, but you've told me a lot of things about how we can save money, and I'm impressed at your knowledge. But I'm worried whether I'm going to be able to adopt that lifestyle as well. I've never had to be this careful with money, you see.
Well, you must have had a comfortable life up until now. But I guess you're right. You see, I grew up in a poor household, so this stuff just comes naturally to me. You, on the other hand, are not very good at spending money-wise, after all, Kenyo.
Come on, you didn't need to remind me. I already know for myself.
Yes, I'm telling it to you because I think that saying it directly is for your own good.
Do you really think I'll be able to get by for a month with just 100 euros? That's what you want me to do for now, right?
Yup, let me take care of all the other financial business, and I promise we'll achieve our goals in no time. I know that this is going to be difficult for you since you've used your money freely up until now, but now is the time to grit your teeth and pull through.
You're right. But I wonder if I'll actually be able to do it. Even when I was in university, I had an allowance of 500 euros per month.
Seriously? Looks like we've got a rich kid over here. On a serious note, are you really that worried? It's really not that hard, Kenyo. All you have to do is not spend money in places you don't need to. Like that road bike you bought last month. You used it a couple times in the first week, and you've never touched it since. How much did that cost exactly?
It's not that I don't want to use it, it's just that I'm too busy. Besides, not spending money in places you don't need to is easier said than done. And yeah, I am worried. But you're going to be making me lunch boxes from now on, so I guess I won't have to use money on lunch anymore. I just think this will cut my expenses by a couple €100. But still, my lifestyle is going to have to change a lot if I'm going to get by with only €100 per month.
Alright, then think of it like this. If you're not going to be more careful with your money, then I'm not going to marry you.
What? I don't want that.
I knew that would motivate you. Then let's do our best, shall we?
Right. I'll do my best.
Yup, that's the spirit. Besides, it's not like you're the only one who's going to have to be careful with money from now on. I'm going to limit myself to an allowance of €100 per month, just like you.
Hey, Canio. I saw that your wife made that economic lunchbox again. You seriously only have €100 per month as your allowance? What's the deal with that? Yeah, still €100. My girlfriend is some sort of money-saving expert, you see, and she wants me not to be so wasteful with my money. But it's not like I have to pay for my food expenses with the €100, and drinking parties and stuff at the company are also separate. So it's really not that bad. Yeah, but you can't buy the stuff you want to buy anymore, right? Doesn't that suck? Well, it took a bit of getting used to. It's not really that bad. You see, I was the kind of person who would unconsciously waste a lot of money on things I didn't need. I'm only receiving €100 of allowance per month as a way to... It's actually been working since now whenever I buy something, I first think to myself, do I really need this? Something I had never done before. But the most important thing is that my girlfriend's economic lunchbox actually tastes really good. I actually like my new lifestyle now. But don't we earn €150,000 a year? What's the point in going that far just to save a couple euros? I mean, it's not like a couple hundred is going to make a difference, right? Besides, aren't you a bit sad that you're starting to enjoy this lifestyle of extreme money saving? We're amongst the top earners. We don't need to live like we're in poverty or something, Canio. At least consider the possibility that your girlfriend is conditioning you to become used to a life of poverty with all this saving. Huh? Why in the world would Tina need to condition me to a life of poverty? I know it may seem a bit extreme, but Tina said she grew up in a poor household, so apparently this stuff is normal for her. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It scares me how you just believe what your girlfriend says when she tells you to be more careful with money. You're not even a bit suspicious as to why she's not letting you use your own money? Yeah, but what's wrong with not wasting money? Becoming wiser about how you spend your money can only be a good thing, right? Most importantly, though, the reason I've adopted this new lifestyle is because I'm thinking about our marriage. You just can't spend money however you want once you're married, you know. There's no reason for you to criticize me on this. Come on. What's the point in having money when you're not even going to use it? You say that you're doing this stuff with marriage in mind, but isn't your girlfriend just forcing this lifestyle on you because she wants to spend that money on her own? I don't know, so she can buy expensive bags and stuff? Huh? Are you accusing my girlfriend of using my money behind my back? I'm just saying it's a possibility and you can't just believe everything she says. I've heard of stories where guys give their girlfriends their bank account info, only for both the girlfriend and the money to disappear. Sometimes they can't even track their girlfriend down because she had been using a fake identity the whole time. I mean, as soon as she started living with you, she told you that she would be the one taking care of your salary from now on, right? That's the sign of a woman who only sees men as walking ATMs. Yes, but I believe in Tina. She would never do such a thing. All right, it's your decision, but the guys who got scammed said the exact same thing. I'm 100% sure that she sees you as an easy target. That's probably the only reason why she moved in with you in the first place. Watch it, Antonio. You can insult me, but not my girlfriend. She shows me the bank account once every 10 days. I saw with my own eyes that this new lifestyle of saving money was working, and that she wasn't using my money for anything strange. Is that so? Who knows? Maybe she's just making it look like that. You said she was in charge of your house's finances, right? She could probably do it if she wanted to. No, it's impossible. She keeps detailed accounts on when and where we spend money, which means that there's proof that my girlfriend is not doing anything suspicious, so I have no reason to doubt her. So will you please stop insulting my girlfriend like that anymore? Oh! Just don't come crying to me when she pulls a fast one on you and you suddenly have no more money in your bank account.
Kenyo, how was the lunchbox I made for you today? You see, we've been spending a bit too much this month, so I had to be a bit more economic than usual with your lunchbox.
Don't worry, it was delicious.
Really? I'm glad then.
Yep. I've got no complaints. We've been spending too much since we had to buy a new rice cooker, right?
Yes. It's been half a year since you started this new lifestyle, right? I'm a bit worried that you might be getting stressed out because of it. Are you sure it's fine?
Yes, I'm completely fine. You always tell me whenever there are unexpected things we need to spend money on, and your lunchboxes are delicious, so I'm loving this new lifestyle. Letting you take care of our finances was a great decision. I never knew how wasteful I was with money up until now. I'm counting on you from now on as well, alright?
Yep, thanks. It really means a lot to me that you appreciate what I've been doing.
Hey, Kenyo. I saw your girlfriend made you a poverty conditioning lunchbox again today. Huh? What do you mean poverty conditioning? I've already told you my girlfriend is doing no such thing, Antonio. Cut it out already. Your wife could be dining at a 3-star Michelin French restaurant right now. She brings a lunchbox to work just like me. Is that so? And how do you know she just doesn't throw it away to go eat at a restaurant instead? But my wife's allowance is 100 euros per month, just like me. Hey, Antonio. Don't get mad at me just because you got no girlfriend to make you lunchboxes. Huh? You've been teasing me about my wife's lunchbox ever since I came to work with it. It's been 7 months already. To be honest, I was impressed at how you never got tired of it. But I'm tired of it. So could you cut it out already? What did you say? Well then, I think I'm going to continue enjoying the lunch my girlfriend made for me and get back to work. Shut up! Who said I don't have a girlfriend? Hey, Kenyo? There's something important I need to tell you. What is it? You see, yesterday was a day off for me and I saw something really interesting. What? Just tell me already, Antonio. I saw your girlfriend enter a luxury clothes brand with another man. Huh? You see, I was right. I told you, didn't I? Don't come crying to me, okay? You were right about what? I mean, it's a luxury clothes brand and she entered it with another man. Now for sure we know that she's just been using you as an ATM. Not only that, but she's even cheating on you. I guess you got what you deserve for not listening to my warnings, huh? It must suck to be you right now. You're talking about yesterday noon, right? The luxury clothes brand in Ginza? Yes, and? How did you know she was there? My girlfriend works for them. She's an employee at the luxury clothes brand. Huh? Seriously? But she didn't look like she was wearing a uniform to me. You must have just been imagining things. She already told me that she would be visiting the Ginza shop on company orders. That's probably when you saw her. The person she was with was a colleague of hers which I've met before. Oh, and by the way, she's a woman, not a man. What? That was a woman? Changing topics though. The CEO said that there was something he wanted to tell the employees as soon as the lunch break was over. You better finish your lunch quickly or you won't be able to make it. Damn it. Tina, something terrible has happened.
Kenyo? What's the matter?
My company just went bankrupt.
What?
You see, the CEO of our company spoke in front of all the employees as soon as lunch break was over today and told us about how things haven't been going well for the company. He said they already did whatever they could, but it didn't work and now the company is going bankrupt.
I see. That's a real shame, and I know it's going to be tough for the company employees. But for you, it's...
Yep. I'm not going to let go of this opportunity. You see, I've already talked to some of my colleagues who I think will be useful. It was thanks to our money-saving skills that I was able to go into action immediately without hesitating. Because we had saved so much, we were able to reach the amount we needed faster than I expected. I'm so thankful for you, Tina.
You say it like it's all my doing, but you worked hard as well, didn't you? You didn't go over your allowance of 100 euros per month even once.
Yep. I'm still thankful for what you did, though. I would have never been able to do it without your knowledge, after all.
Yeah, no problem. We can't let our guard down, though. We need to be careful with our money from now on as well. Just because we reached our savings goal doesn't mean you can start being wasteful with your money like you used to be, alright?
Yep, got it. I'm counting on you, Tina. Canio! Hire me at your company as well. And make sure to pay me at least 150,000 euros a year. Hi, Antonio. Hire me at your company and give me a salary of at least 150,000 euro a year. The company's still in preparation. It's fine if it's still in preparation. Just pay me a salary. What in the world is your problem? I thought you got a job at the company our previous CEO introduced the employees to. I quit. Huh? Why? You see, not only was the salary lower than our previous job, but everyone was looking down on me for some reason. It's probably because I was new there or something. But that's not going to be the case at your company because you've hired several former colleagues, right? I'm going to stand at the top and be their leader. Yep, I think your attitude is the problem. I don't think they're necessarily looking down on you more than they don't want to have to put up with you or your nonsense. What? What did you say to me? Sorry, but I already hired everyone I needed. Even if we hired you, we wouldn't have any work for you to do. Fine, at least give me money then. At least until I find a job that pays as well as the previous one, but Huh? You mean without working? And why should I do that? Because I'm a friend in need. If you started a new business, that must mean that you've got plenty of money thanks to your girlfriend's money-saving techniques, right? This is an emergency for me, so you could at least help me a bit, right? Sorry, but we're going to use that money to run the company, so I'm not going to give it to you no matter what. Besides, they gave all of us a bit of money when the company went bankrupt, right? Can't you use that to get by for now? I can't, it's all gone. My girlfriend, you see, she told me that there was no point in dating a man with no money and left with everything I had left. What? Seriously? Well, I feel bad for you, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm not going to be giving you any money, Antonio. I know. If you won't hire me at your company, then give me your girlfriend instead. Huh? Are you alright, Antonio? What you're saying right now is ridiculous even by your standards. It's not ridiculous. If you feel bad for me like you say, then give me your girlfriend. She's an employee at a luxury clothes brand, right? If a woman who works at a place like that and knows how to save money becomes my girlfriend, then it's fine if I don't work. Alright, I've made my decision. You're crazy, Antonio, if you think that either me or my girlfriend would agree to that. Why? I need her more than you, so it's not crazy. Give me your girlfriend right now. No. And Tina's not my girlfriend anymore. She's my wife now. Huh? Your wife? We got married recently. What? Look at you finding happiness and stuff. You got married and are now the CEO of a company. Meanwhile, my girlfriend left with all my money and I'm currently unemployed. This is unfair. Why not apply for financial support or find a job or something? No, and you should probably get your girlfriend who fled with your money to give it back. I'm asking you for this favor precisely because I can't do such things. It will be too humiliating. I used to earn 150,000 euros a year. I can't just go and find a new job that will probably pay nowhere near that much. There's no way I'm going to ask my girlfriend to give me the money back either. It would look like I was in need of money or something. So hurry up and get a divorce so you can hand over this money-saving woman to me. Why, you better stop messing around. Finding a job is too humiliating, but what you're doing right now isn't? Huh? Our money-saving lifestyle worked not just because of Tina's knowledge, but also because I grit my teeth and push through. Someone like you who doesn't even want to get a job won't be able to pull it off even if you have my wife to help you. But what am I supposed to do then? I don't have a job and I don't have any money left either. Then go and get a job, you dumbass. You say that like it's easy. It's not my problem. Bye. Antonio was always the kind of person who seemed to enjoy making people mad by looking down on them or insulting them. But apparently, while I was away on a business trip one day, Antonio came to our new company's office with his resume in hand saying, "I'll work for you people." One of our employees kindly explained to him that we weren't currently hiring and turned him away, but he got pissed at this and started going on a rampage. Of course, we called the police on him, and he was taken away with the extra charge of obstruction of official duties for getting violent with the police. At a later date, we made him pay for the equipment he destroyed when he went on his rampage, and also for obstructing work in the office. Antonio went into debt because of this, and it seems that his parents finally found out about his situation around the time and forcefully brought him home into his hometown in the countryside. Apparently, he now works at a 24-hour factory owned by his uncle, barely able to sleep every day because he needs to pay off his massive debt somehow.